Welcome back, everyone, to the complete Pineleaf. We are here at Goothy's camp here in the Flaming Deeps, and let's see what he needs us to do.
We have seen naught of Durin's bane. Be wary if you journey into Moria.
I will head to the Crossroads of Ash now, but I will like to ask you a favor, Pineleaf, before you follow. The pyres of Hurmuzekar are unlit, and without any dwarves guarding Durin's court, they will not have proper warning that Hurmuzekar has been claimed by the enemy. I would like you to go and light the pyres as warning to the dwarves. In the meantime, I'll mark the walls that lead to the Crossroads of Ash, so you will find your way easily. Right. That means I'll surely get lost and get killed, right? That's the way it goes. Ah, yep. Now, this pyre is supposed to be a warning of some sort. Of what? I have no idea. They made a prearranged signal? Light the fires if there are orcs nearby. I do get confused. Sometimes they seem to be using beacons and lights to say, hey, it's safe here. And sometimes I feel like that they're using them to say, it's unsafe here. I think we need a little bit of consistency in their signals. I guess they all have different agreed upon signals that they're using. I suppose that's possible. Well, that's nice and lit. And now head over to the Crossroads of Ash. But, oh, hello. It appears there's another piece of statuary here. We need to take care of that, don't we? What do we got here? Is that it's the shoulder piece. All right. Yes, I've discovered the shoulder of Helgi Goblinbane. Okay, that's good. So there you go. And now let's take that to the Crossroads of Ash also, which means that's where we need to go next. Now let's see if we could follow those dwarves to the Crossroads of Ash. Though how they got out of here with these orcs on guard, I haven't the slightest idea. Must be a new set of guards. And that they must have previously taken care of the previous set? Well, something like that. Guthrie left a square mark on the wall pointing to the west. Alright, then let's follow the marks. I have found the Crossroads of Ash, and there seem to be several dwarves in the location. Hello there, I found the statue shoulder. Are you interested in it?
It is said that Durin's bane dwells here, though we have not seen it.
Oh, I've seen it. It's very dead, don't worry. Ah, what an excellent find, Pineleaf. Many of us are interested in Uxie's efforts to reassemble this particular statue. I will have this piece sent to him at once. All right. Well, I am getting quite a collection of statue pieces then. Hello there, Guthie. I've managed to get here safely.
May Durin return soon to his halls.
We are still trying to gather additional information about the Kashai movements and plans. As we know, they have been using the forges to craft weaponry, but there's something odd about their behavior that we've been unable to puzzle out. In the meantime, I'm glad you have joined us. We need all the strength we can get. All right.
Abide here a moment and speak with me.
While we wait for information, we can still cause dissent and confusion within the ranks of the orcs. If they came from Mordor as early emissaries into Khazad-dûm, it may be that they can be frightened into service once again. I have prepared several stones, each marked with the symbol of the Great Eye. Place them into the altars found in the Crossroads of Ash. When they see the symbol of the eye burning upon their altars, they should rethink their allegiance. The altars are located on the bridge like structures surrounding the Crossroads of Ash. So, We want to scare the Mordor orcs into having their allegiance for Mordor. Well, alright. Fine. As if Sauron couldn't create enough fear just on his own. Hello there, is there something you need doing? Yes.
Khazad-dûm belongs to Durin's folk.
I have no longer have the iron I need to build the braces to support the failing bridges. The Khashai have made iron weapons. If you were to collect some and bring them to me, I could melt them down and be able to make what you need. You can find the Khashai roving all throughout the Flaming East, so kill orcs and take their swords. Gotcha! On top of this,
We will not retreat before anyone.
the bridges of the Flaming Deeps are of the utmost importance to us, and we need to ensure that they stay functional and intact. We have begun a project to refurbish these bridges, but we're running out of resources. Get some stone! Alright, so we need some rubble. And yes, we need rubble. And we need swords for iron. And we need to put little stones on altars. Alright, fine. Aha! Here's some rubble, and oh boy. Look at this rubble. How am I supposed to carry this? Really? The thing's bigger than I am! It's amazing what you can carry in this game. Really, truly, amazingly wonderful. And even more, I can carry more than one of them. And of course, get some worm scales while I'm at it. Yeah, that's it. Worm scales, exactly what we need. But now, a few more of these, and we'll be ready to return with the rubble, though I still need to kill a few orcs for their iron. Yep. Worms and orcs. You'll be seeing those a lot in the Flaming Deeps. All over the place. Ah! I found the first of the altars. Boy, they're tough to find. Placed... Oh, good grief. I see what they mean. I come by a stone with an Eye of Sauron on it. Yeah, that's sort of dodgy if you ask me. Just saying, dodgy. Now, I need more rubble, and I need to find the other 3 altars. They were all hard to find, but I think I finally got them all. There you go. I think it's time to return to camp. Well, here are those big stones you wanted me to get.
The orcs of Moria have much to account for.
There will be perfect for our repairs. Thank you most kindly for your service, Pineleaf. Have you ever been told that you were most helpful? Yeah, 1 or 2 times. I've also been told that I must have dimensional pockets or something. And here's some swords.
Azog's folk have not yet fully repaid for their crimes against us.
Yes, these swords will work perfectly. I will put them into the crucible, and they should be melted down in a short time. Good. And now, let's see about... Alright, I put those stones onto the altars.
The time has come to drive forth the orcs from our kingdom.
The marks have been placed, and already I have a sense that the allegiances are being questioned. While this is a big step towards victory, we still have much to do. Really. Quite a bit to do, I suppose. And what is this much to do?
We have little time to speak. Great events have been set in motion.
The ancient forge of Hermulkezer is responsible for all of the flaming armor we see in the Khashai, and it would seem it is being used to forge great weapons as well. Go Speak to Regan, the former caretaker of the forge, to find out how to stop the orcs from using it. He can be found underneath and just south of the Crossroads of Ash. He's working on reinforcing the bridges. Alright, fine. Let's go beneath the... Hey, didn't we pass him while we're collecting all those stones? Ah, he should recognize us then. Hello there, Regan.
Azog's folk have not yet fully repaid for their crimes against us.
The orcs have control of the ancient forge? This cannot be! No wonder they're so strong and fell in the Forsaken Deeps. Thankfully, there is a way to stop them. I come from a long line of dwarves who passed down the knowledge of the forge, and it happens that there is a fail-safe in such an event. Take this mithril tuning fork and sound it near the forge to shut it down. Oh, and be sharp, Pineleaf. Attackers are near. What the? We're not alone down here. Orcs! A tuning fork? Well, they'll be knowing a different tune as soon as I finished with that little note. There you go. Is that it? Nope, no, there's another orc here. Oh, hello. Well, we'll have to take care of them. 2 orcs at a time, right? Yeah. Hopefully we'll have an easier time taking care of this forge once these orcs are taken care of. Any more? Yeah, no, yeah, there are more. No touching the door. Hey, there's a nice tasty hobbit here. There you go. I think we've weathered the storm. I have much to do down here still. I wish you well at the forges. Right. On to the forges. He gave me a tuning fork.
Dwarves must fight for dwarves.
There is a way to shut the forge down. We must see that it's done at once. The orcs cannot be allowed to continue using it against us. That is true. Well, yeah. Alright, we'll take that.
If we are to fight Mithril and Khazad-dûm, we will first have to deal with the orcs.
You must disable the ancient forge at Humul-Kizer before it is too late, Pineleaf. The Khashai have been using it to craft flaming armor and deadly weapons, making them deadlier foes than ordinary orcs. The forge rests at the top of Hurnul-Zeker at the southeast of the Crossroads of Ash. Alright then, let's get going. Alright, well, here we are. Let's see if we can disable this forge now. Assuming, of course, orcs don't get in the way. Oh, hello. Get away from the forge! You will not stop the Kashai from taking the flaming deeds. Are you sure about that? Defeat Dolpan. Dolpan. This says... Well, it seems like the wrong place for a Dolphin, that's for sure. Whew. Well then, so much for that. Alright, I disabled the forge and I killed one of their main orcs there.
The time has come to drive forth the orcs from our kingdom.
So Dolpan has fallen and the forge has been disabled, and no more flaming armor will come by the Khashai. No deadly weapons to be forged. We must remain vigilant, however. If we lower our defenses now, we will be vulnerable once more. I ask your pardon, for I do not mean to speak as if we were on the doorstep of doom. For now, a small step has been taken towards the reclamation of Khazad-dûm. Yay! I guess that means I need to head back to the 21st Hall and report in. I brought the stuff back from the Flaming Deeps.
My dwarves will begin assembling the barricades.
These materials are just what we need, Pineleaf, but I'm even more heartened by the damage you've done to the ranks as a Kashai. Alright,
My
good.
nephew wanted to speak with you about something.
In my delight at the blow you've struck against the Kashai, I nearly forgot. My nephew Bori wants to speak with you about something. He would not tell me what has had him so excited, but I'm glad to see that he is keeping his spirits up. I have not seen him so cheery since before my son was slain by the Watcher in the water. It is a valuable lesson to turn our grief into strength. Just ask Ashfar and the strength of our dwarves. Well, unfortunately for Ashfar at least, he's no longer alive because we've dealt with him. All right, Bori, what's up?
My father showed me the Book of Mazarbul. And I
Really?
saw something interesting.
Oh, and what's that? I think I might be into something, Pineleaf. While visiting my father yesterday, I snuck a peek at the Book of Mazarbul, and I saw something. A line near the end saying that the dwarf Owain sought to find the upper armories of the Third Deep, and some mention of a mighty axe. Do you think Owain might have gone looking for Ziegelberg? If we were to find the Mithril Ziegelberg, I think it could turn the tide of the coming storm. Owain must not have found it, but if he had, do you think Balin's expedition might have survived? We shall never know. Journey to the waterworks. Back to the waterworks, yes, and look for rune plaques. Memorize them and return to me with these locations, and we might be able to find the armory for which Oin searched. Slay any of the deadly creatures there as well. If I'm correct, there may be another journey there in our future. Fortunately, that other journey is in an instance, and that this is our last trip to the waterworks. Yay! Back to the Lost Palace, and to read the plate as soon as there's the nameplate right up there. And that'll be the first of the 5. Now, unfortunately, these spiders I'm killing do not count for the quest where he says to kill some beasties within it, because like the one with fire, it doesn't start counting them until you found all 5 plaques. Blah! This is getting scary. This is the easiest I've ever had in getting to the second room. I went down the back stairs, then I hopped on top of that structure there. Then I hopped to a slightly crunchy leg down from the top of that roof, and I got here pretty quickly. Usually it takes me about 20 minutes wandering around trying to find this crazy plaque. For room number 2, you have discovered the chamber of the pool. Never have explored this one all that much. Not that there's anything really interesting in this particular room. At least not that I could ever remember. But now to the 3, they're all nice and close together. The first being that room where we had that orc where we threw that rhubarb potion at much earlier. A most wonderful place for a third one. Good thing we don't have to come back to this room after this. Yuck. The fourth one is right over here. I don't think I've been to this room. It's right near this bridge up here that goes to a mirror we were at earlier, but other than that, not much in here. The Chamber of Memory. I've discovered the Chamber of Memory. Alright, that's good to note. How's this for where I've... Yep, not much interesting here though. This section can be annoying because you have all these enemies here. Now, some of them don't attack on sight, but some of them do, such as the salamander. So you get up here, you kill all the enemies up here, and if you're like me and you're doing this one last, I know that could be a good reason not to do it last, but the same thing would be true if you finished up at the spider halls. Where we go, you probably fought your way in order to get through here. You get all the way down to the end, and now it says, okay, kill 20 enemies. Yeah, fun. But let's go and read the plaque. That's it. Now it's defeat creatures in the waterwork. Okay, it's 12 instead of 20. I have discovered the lost treasury. Whee! And also completes the deed for the waterworks for the exploration, which is all nice and good. I think this might be the one that they actually sent you into. Not completely sure. But now I need to kill some salamanders, kill some frogs, and maybe even kill a spider or three, because that's what I really need in order to finish my deeds here. Oh yes, they changed the virtue system, and now they have this panel here. These are the 5 active ones, and right now I'm earning the new one, wit, because I think that a little finesse with some mastery in here might be good. I might actually use this in the offensive rather than the defensive line, but thought I'd start earning that one and keeping them up there because I have decent ones up here. It'd be nice to find out though what the current cap is, because it doesn't say anywhere what the current cap is. So I may switch it to earning one of my higher ones just to learn that little piece of information. We're level 60 right now, which is half the main server cap. So it could be that the cap is 30 for the virtue. In other words, half the current level, but that is just a little bit of a hypothesis of mine. I brought back the list, Bori.
I think this is the one, my friend.
Yes, from the rune plaques you saw, I'm able to determine which one is mentioned in the Book of Miserable. Yes, I think this is it, Pineleaf. Well done. Yes?
We are close to victory. I can sense it.
Imagine how unstoppable we'll be if we could retrieve Ziegelberg from the darkness of the past. I would fear no attack of the orcs, that much for certain. I have a good feeling about this. The Hall of Mithril must certainly be the armories from which Owain sought. If only he had found them in time, the doors of Ali's expedition might have survived. It's too late for them, my friend. But not for us. We'll travel to the Hall of Mithril in search of these armories. Speak with me when you are ready, and then let us head into the drowned treasury in the next episode of The Complete Pineleaf.